What's up, kids? It's Travis Holley here again with the Strictly Strength Project, coming at you with my second post for today, as promised. And what I'm basically doing is posing a challenge to all you guys out there. And what I want you guys to do is go out and get yourself one of these Perform Better bands. Hopefully, you guys can see that. I just call them mini bands, but they are awesome in developing strength and stability in the hips. And there's kind of an epidemic going around right now of knees collapsing in and just lack of glute med strength and stability. So these little mini bands, when used on a daily basis, can really tighten up that glute med, strengthen it up. And what the function of the glute med is basically a hip stabilizer, so that you can, from your foundation, load yourself up with more weight and perform reps with more efficiency in the proper position, and actually use your hips and your posterior chain in the way that it was designed to, rather than the knees collapsing in, going into your quads, and just looking like a rookie lifter. So here's the challenge. You guys have to go out and get some of these bands. They come in different resistances. I think the lightest one is a yellow band, then it goes to green, then it goes to blue, and I think the heaviest resistance is black. I would recommend just getting one of each, guys. They're pretty cheap, and if you're careful putting them on and taking them off, they're going to last forever. So I would just get yourself a full selection of all the different resistances, and that way, when you get super strong and you make your way all the way up to the black band, where do you go next? You just put the yellow on in combination and knock out your reps. Now, here's this challenge specifically. Go get yourself the bands, right? I'm going to show you a video of Michael Winchester in all of his bearded beauty doing some lateral band walks and showing you exactly the way I want it to look. Now, what you'll notice with his technique, the toes are actually going to be pointed in. So I want you to think of yourself as kind of walking pigeon-toed, but as you do that, you're keeping the knees driven out, right? Remember, our whole goal here is to give foundation and strength to the hip complex. The only way we're going to do that is make that glute med work. And if the knees are collapsing in on the lateral band walks, we're just making a bad problem worse. So really force those knees out into a good position, okay? So toes in, knees out. We're going to be in an athletic position, so kind of like a quarter squat, if you want to think of it that way. And to actually perform the movement, you're just going to step out, short, quick steps, lateral movement, keeping tension on the band at all times. So I don't ever want to see you guys bring your feet so close together that there's slack in the band. We want to keep tension on it at all times. And again, that's just going to put that glute med on tension and fire it up, making it work just a little bit harder than if we slack up every time. So watch the video of Michael Winchester doing the lateral bands. Dial in on that technique. It should look identical to the way he's doing it. And one final note, the pigeon toe is super important, guys, because we want to lead with the heel. So if I'm going to step to the left, I'm going to lead with my left heel, and we're trying to fire from the back pocket, okay? So you can basically self-coach as you do this and analyze whether you're doing this properly or not. If you start to feel kind of a pinch in the front of the hip, you know your toe is probably pointed straight ahead. We've got to exaggerate that toe in and fire from the posterior. You should feel your ass cheek fired up, not your hip, okay? There's a big difference in that. So, pay attention to where you're feeling the burn. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but in this case, it's going to, pay dividends for your back squat, your deadlift, any of those powerful movements, okay? Remember, all human movement stems from the hips, so if we can tighten that up, stabilize it, strengthen it, everything else is going to be just beneficially impacted, and you'll see your strength numbers going up through the roof. So, you've got what to buy, how to do it. Now, let's think about what the challenge actually entails. Okay, it's going to be every single day. I want you guys to do at least 3 trips. Now, 3 trips are going to be 20 steps. Okay, 20 steps to the left, 20 steps to the right, and that will be one set. You guys are going to do 3 sets at least once a day. If you guys do more, that's awesome, perfect, but at least one. And we're going to go for a full month, and we're going to see where your strength numbers go. Okay, so full month, once a day, 3 trips. And what I want you guys to do is record your strength numbers and the results you're having over the next month. And if you want, go ahead and send that information to me, and I'll post those results on strictlystrengthproject.com, and we can basically do a big experiment and see what kind of impact these lateral bands can have on your strength. Cool? So there's the challenge, guys. Take it on and let me know how it goes. Otherwise, peace.